As we all know, one of the most important parts of communication is the nonverbal side of it. And I talk about 70-23-7. That in any communication, about 70% of all of the information that passes back and forth is nonverbal. It's the body language, it's the eye contact. About 23% of the information is the tone of the voice. How high, how low, how fast, how slow, how many pauses, all of the inflections at the ends of your sentences. Which leaves about 7% of the information is due to the actual words themselves. Most of the time this works fine, and the nonverbal just supports your verbal, makes it stronger, clearer, easier to understand. But sometimes the nonverbal and the verbal contradict each other. And if you've ever come home in the evening and your spouse, your friend, whomever is maybe a little quieter than usual, maybe they're speaking a little more crisply than usual, you might ask, what? What's wrong? And they'll, of course, always say, what? Fine. Okay, nothing's wrong. Nothing. And, of course, you know better. And so anytime there's a discrepancy between the verbal, the spoken, and the nonverbal, we always believe the nonverbal. And that's because we believe it's harder to lie non-verbally than it is verbally. We know you can lie with words, but it's hard to lie non-verbally. But the problem with that is it's also very easy to make mistakes in our interpretation of people's non-verbal behavior. Yeah, it's harder to control, but it's a lot easier to make mistakes in interpreting people's non-verbals. So pay attention to it, understand it's important, but also realize that we are fallible in the way we understand, recognize, and interpret people's nonverbal.